Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, still in full Halloween regalia, to share with you a recent batch of horror DVDs that were added to the collection. So let's get started and see what I got. First off, I got Ambition. It could kill you, says the tagline, from the producer of A Nightmare on Elm Street. And pro tip for you horror movie watchers and collectors: if a movie says that it's made by a producer of a movie that you enjoy, don't fall for it. Usually a producer has very little to do with an actual movie, except sometimes ruin it or be like, oh, that's too violent, you should take that away. Or if it's a sleazy producer, like, yeah, you know what, yeah, we need more boobs, you put more boobs in that, yeah, it's a sleazy boobs, oh yeah, boobs, we need more boobs. So yes, don't always fall for the, by the producer of X movie. It's not a sign of quality, but this is a blind buy. I have not seen this one, so I'm not even sure it's a horror movie. I'm hoping it's one of those horror thrillers. So we shall see once I decide to pop it in. Picked up The Fire Next Time, with an odd title, The Fire Next Time. Anyway, reading the back, it's a miniseries about catastrophic events that lead to the possible Armageddon, with the guy from Poltergeist. And I love Poltergeist. That's my favorite ghost movie of all time. So, read the premise, and was like, I'm going to pick this one up, even though I'm not really sure if it's any good. Picked up Painkillers, with a couple of army men people. I wasn't sure what this one is about. I bought it because of the cover, thinking maybe it's like a sci-fi horror. It's actually about this group of military people that get abducted, and they're subjected to experiments, so they lose their memory, and they're trying to figure out what happened to them. So, again, fooled me with the cover. Picked up this one, Black Wake. Interesting, it says Black Wake. It has some tentacle thing, so is it a Cthulhu sort of thing? Oh, maybe, I'm hoping it is. So, but blind buy, I have not seen this one. So maybe it is something involving Cthulhu. Picked up Jamie Mark is Dead. I picked this one up because I can't pronounce his name, but it stars the guy from Gotham that played Jeremiah and Jerome, who were the Joker equivalents. One of them actually did become the Joker in that TV show Gotham, and I think he later did a Star Wars game. I don't know. I remember him because he played the Joker equivalent in Gotham, and he was pretty good. I liked him as Jerome and Jeremiah. He was creepy. That guy was really good. I actually want to see him as a proper Joker. But it stars him, and it looks to be like a spooky ghost story, so I know this is horror. So, win for me. I must admit, I didn't grow up watching Mystery Science Theater 3000. I discovered that show much, much later, through the DVD sets that were released. But because of the popularity of Mystery Science Theater 3000, there's a lot of people that riff movies. And I haven't come across that many, but this is Laugh Track. I'm guessing it's something similar to that. And it's Laugh Track doing The Terror with Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson does not look like this in The Terror. Also stars Boris Karloff. And I need to watch this one, but I picked it up because of the novelty. I have The Terror because it's public domain. It's in a lot of sets. So I have it. But this seemed interesting. It's probably not good, but it's interesting that it's a riff tracks of The Terror. So I'll have to watch it and see if it's any good, because The Terror is not good. So people riffing on it hopefully will be. Picked up Mission to Mars. This is one of those movies that I thought I had. I was so sure that I had it. I've come across it numerous times. Like, no, I already have that movie. And turns out I did have it. I don't know. I thought I have it. And it's during this movie released during the period that there were a lot of Mars movies. There's a Ghost of Mars. And there were, I don't know, remember the name of the other one. One with Val Kilmer. Red Planet. What's it called? Red Planet? I know, stars Val Kilmer. And maybe I was confusing that movie with this one. But, I don't know, there was a time there were a lot of Mars movies. But this is Mission to Mars. So, didn't have it. Decided to add it. Sci-fi horror more than horror. But I enjoy all horror. Give me horror. Thriller horror. Bad horror. Good horror. Elevated horror. Sci-fi horror. Riff tracks horror. Low budget horror. High budget horror. Give it to me all. I will watch it. There is no horror movie that I will not watch. For as bad as some people may say it is, I will watch it and decide for myself if that movie really is as bad. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't. It's a beautiful thing about horror movies. It's, well, I don't want to say it's like a box of chocolates, but you really never know what you're gonna get. Picked up Hindsight. No idea what this one is about. And I actually think I already own this one through one of the many box sets that I've bought. I have a lot of those box sets that are like compilation of different movies, different low-budget movies. But I have quite a few of those, and I was going through my list, and it turns out I already have the movie. But I like collecting these single disc releases of the movies. I like collecting the compilation because you get more bang for your buck. But I do like also collecting these single releases of horror movies. But yeah, I haven't seen this one even though I already own it. So no idea what it's about. Another blind buy. Don't know what it's about. Marcus. I don't know. Looks to be like a home invasion thriller based on what it says on the back. So I'm going to go with that and say it's a home invasion thriller. Another blind buy. Crystal Skulls. No, it's not Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. That movie's horrifying for different reasons. This is Crystal Skulls. I'm guessing it's a horror movie about the titular Crystal Skulls and Aztec things happen. I hope it's one of those crazy balls to the walls things where people are discovering the Crystal Skulls and realize, holy shoot, we shouldn't have messed with those things. Now we're dead. There's a lot of that in horror movies, actually, but I enjoyed it. This isn't a horror movie. I will flat out say I did not purchase this because it was a horror movie. I follow Lance Henriksen. He is one of my favorite actors. Even movies that are god-awful, he's always good in it. He's like Michael Ironside and Elias Koteas. They appear in movies, sometimes very random movies, sometimes only as a glorified cameo. They only have like a scene in a movie. But no matter what, those three guys are always the standout in whatever movie they pop in. So, I like Lance Henriksen. I like collecting stuff with Lance Henriksen. And since I follow him on Twitter, he reposted a video about a guy talking about this movie that said that it was a god-awful movie. One of the worst movies ever. And I was like, well, that can't be possible. It's Lance Henriksen. And then I saw that it stars Steven Seagal, and I'm like, whoa, well, okay, that changes stuff. Steven Seagal movies are, well, at least later Steven Seagal movies are not known for being good. No. Early Steven Seagal, sure, but maybe, I want to say maybe after Under Siege, which had that glorious cake scene The quality of his movies, well, yes, they suck. They do. So, out of curiosity's sake, I picked up Pistol Whip because it stars Lance Henriksen, and I'll watch anything with that guy. But also, I wanted to see for myself if this really is one of the worst movies ever. But it's a Steven Seagal movie, so I'm guessing the answer will be yes. But I am sure Lance Henriksen will be amazing in it, so there you go. Yes. So, I can't believe I actually forgot to say what was the standout in the previous video. I'm losing my mind. This year I turned 44, and I'm already becoming old and senile. Jeez Louise, man. I'm going to recommend in the previous video, The Body at Brickturn Rock. I enjoyed it, even though, again, kind of loses focus near the end. And out of this one, well, jeez, there's nothing but blind buys. Well, let's go with the only one I've actually seen. Mission to Mars. Sorry, when there's a lot of blind buys, it's very difficult to recommend something that I haven't seen. But Mission to Mars, I think I have seen that one, and I thought it was okay. So I'll go with that one. Phew, almost broke my streak there of my recommendations. So I still have more horror movies to talk about, so stay tuned for that. Doing the obligatory like, comment, and subscribe, because I do want to see my channel grow to new heights. And I will be producing more content, hopefully, but it's a good motivator if I see my numbers grow. Indeed. And also, apparently, Zombie Wasitos is the standout of the channel. Everyone loves her. Why do you love her? She's not as cool as you think. She's turned into a total diva, like I've mentioned, and she's quite frankly getting on my nerves. But if you like her, what can I do? I'll showcase her more and, really get those numbers up. So, stay tuned for the next video. But until I see you all again next time, I wish you all, like always, a good evening.